Hello, we're at Punchestown for a chase. It's a grade 1. Anyway, it's a 2 mile 4 chase here, a grade 1 here at Punchestown. Number 1 is Blackbourn Sunset, 2 is Dancily Yellow, 3 Ettrick Mill, 4 Grey Spire, 5 Hungry Bear, 6 Indy Dresden, 7 Ramsden House, 8 Shifting Alliance, 9 Yungay, 10 Zeit. I always get this to one tricky. Hands, give me some good names. Zeitgeber, 11 Law of Consequence, 12 Pomeranian, 13 Sail Away, and 14 is Shine Half. In those wonderful Derek Hinton pink silks. We won't miss him. So here we go at Punchestown for this grade 1. They're away. Quite a nice field here, 14. And it's Grey Spire the Grey. That's going to lead them into the first. And takes off first. Everybody gets over that. A couple of little stickier jumps, but what do you expect at the first? But it's Law of Consequence and Grey Spire. These two are just a length ahead of the rest of them. The one at the rear is Ettrick Mill, which prefers usually slightly further than this, over 3 mile 5. Might have already been caught for tow. I know he's a bit of a 4 mile monster. So it's Law of Consequence that leads against the fence. One just coming up on the outside is Ramsden House. The grey's still there, Grey Spire. As we're going to go past the stands here and take the third. Everybody's got over that. Some quick jumps at the back. There's a fairly big crowds here at Punchestown for this grade 1. And it's Law of Consequence. It's quite a rolling track, this. Up, down, dike. And it's Law of Consequence that leads from Grey Spire in second. Holding horses Ramsden House. A jockey taking a tug there, doesn't want to go on too long. Ettrick Mill's already out of the picture here. May well have been, as I said, caught for so. Ooh, there's poor jumps all over that fourth there. Nobody particularly took it that well. So it's still Law of Consequence. It's got a couple of lead lengths now. And there is Ettrick Mill, just 5 to 6, being hurried along, trying to get back into the pack. We'll get over that ditch. Law of Consequence took it well. So it's Law of Consequence that leads them from Indy Decision and Zeitgeber. Then we've got Blackbourn Sunset, Hungry Bear, Shine Half, Ramsden House, Pomeranian. On the outside is Dancily Yellow. Grey Spire is the grey and the black and white silks. It's dropped back now. And then Sail Away in the blue and Ettrick Mill, which we can't see. So they take the 6. It's a plain one. Everybody gets over that. There's a really poor jump there by Pomeranian. He's demoted himself a little bit in the pack. And Ettrick Mill still 6 to 7 lengths behind the pack of the two at the rear are Sail Away and Dancily Yellow. There is Ettrick Mill. He's cutting into that distance now. There's a big lake in the background here at Punchestown. I wonder whether they're having that. Maybe trout or carp, probably. We take the 7th. We'll get over that, including Ettrick Mill at the rear. So it's Law of Consequence, leads by 4 to 5. Grey Spire's worked his way back through the pack to take second. Then we've got Blackbourn Sunset and the German Silks against the fence. Then we've got Pomeranian on the outside of that and Ramsden House in the black. Then we've got Yungay, Zeitgeber, Indy Dresden. They take the 8th. Everybody gets over that. A real slow jump at the rear by Dancily Yellow. But it's still Law of Consequence. Grey Spire just up on its hind legs now and just half a length in the lead as they approach the next. It's a 9th and it's a ditch. And everybody gets over that. Still Dancily Yellow at the back under a little bit of pressure to try and get into the pack. But he's got himself alongside the fence as they take these turns here. But it's Grey Spire that's just necked in front of Law of Consequence now. And we've got Pomeranian coming out of the pack to try and cut the gap down. There's Yungay, Zeitgeber, Blackbourn Sunset still there. Just at the rear is still Shine Half now, the grey and the purple and the pink silks, Dancily Yellow and Ettrick Mill out of the picture. So Law of Consequence under a bit of pressure there. A couple of reminders from the whip from the jockey to take the lead again. We're inside the 4 furlongs now and the race is in earnest. They all take the next. Grey Spire took it well, but out on the outside is Ramsden House that's just moved into a very comfortable position and cuts across to the fence as they take this bend. But it's Ramsden House that leads them now from Law of Consequence under a lot of pressure. Grey Spire in third, the 4th Zeitgeber. A few didn't take that particularly well. Law of Consequence takes it back up from a better jump. We've only got 2 left to jump now and we're inside 2 furlongs. It's Law of Consequence. It's actually the last jump. It's Law of Consequence and Ramsden House and Grey Spire. These three. Zeitkabir trying to make up some ground. They take the next. The two jump it together. Laura Constant and Ramsden House have got a furlong left to run now. Ramsden House, Laura Consequence, neck and neck. Ramsden House just pokes half a length ahead now from Laura Consequence. Nothing else is going to challenge these two. It's Ramsden House that's going to hang on to this. Ramsden House from Laura Consequence in second. Grey Spire is going to be third. Fast finishing Yungay, Sail Away, I think Grey Spire. I'm just going to see, an Ettrick Mill actually was a faller. I'm not sure what fence he went at. I was too interested in what was going on at the front of the race. So Ramsden House for Jim Murray, good win there. Took that from, I think, Joshua's horse, Laura Consequent in second, and Grey Spire was third. Just wait for connections for Grey Spire. Recognise those silks. Grade 1 win for Jim, and it's Ramsden House of Jim Murray, good win. Second was Laura Consequence, Joshua Sutherland. Third was Grey Spire, Thunder Spark and his multi-changing silks. 4 was Yungay for D. Thompson. 5 was Zeitkabir, Hands, and the rest were hard finishing and got nowhere.